Yes, hello everyone. My name is Olarewaju, aka Larry B, and I'm also known as the Eminent Trader. And this is my second video on my review of various prop firms that are available to people, especially Nigerian traders. So I'll be going straight into it. In the previous video, I talked about all you need to know about prop firms, the kind of amounts that you can get with them and stuff like that. And in this video, I'll be showing you all you need to know about FundedNext and explain literally almost everything that you can see on their website within the next few minutes. This video is going to be long because I'll try to explain in details as much as possible about all these features. So if you go to your FundedNext website, which is fundednext.com, and I love this firm particularly, I love them a lot because they're a very innovative firm. As you can see, this is one thing that I also love them for, in the sense that they are very certain that you will get your payout within 24 hours that you place your withdrawal. And if you do not get it within 24 hours, they will give you extra $1,000. That is how certain they are about your payout. So they are very particular about payout and they don't delay payout. I've been using them for a while now and they've not delayed payout of myself or anybody that I know that is trading with them. So regarding payout, I'm very certain about this. They don't delay payout. And they've also made this very clear. They don't delay payout. And regarding this area, they are basically saying that this is the maximum amount of capital that you can get with them, and you can earn as much as 95% of profit. I'll still explain. And another beautiful thing about FundedNext is that they also have free trial whereby you can get accounts to practice for 2 weeks. Then after 2 weeks, it will expire. Then you can take another free trial. You can take free trials as many times as possible. It is unlimited. So if you are the type of trader that you are not sure yet about which amount or which exact capital that you need to trade with, you can take a free trial and use that particular amount. For example, now let's say you are looking at getting a $15,000 account with FundedNext in the long run. You can decide that, okay, let me take a free trial of a $15,000 account. And on that free trial, it is still the same rule that apply with the regular profit, 5% daily, 10% overall, and all those normal things. The only thing is that it does not have a target or whatever. And if you pass it, you don't get anything. It is free trial just for you to see their spread and all those things. And another beautiful thing is that FundedNext is still using MetaTrader, unlike most of the other prop firms that have already switched to other trading platforms like Match Trader, DX Trade, C Trader, and the likes, Think Trader. FundedNext is still using MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, which is also another advantage for those that don't have strength to switch from MetaTrader to another platform. Do you understand? So FundedNext is still using MetaTrader. That is regarding that area. So in this place, you can see your free dashboard tour in this area. They will show you like a sample, but you have to register to have access to it. You will see like how the dashboard is, but you have to sign up. But I'm not signing up. I just want to show you what you need to do. Then if you scroll down, you will see average payout time, the total payouts that they've had, that's $5 million plus, current funded traders, and the likes. So you can see all these things, but just keep scrolling down there. You keep seeing important details like this. I'll explain this when we get there. But regarding this, I explained it when I was reviewing consummate traders also, that they also offer 15% profit sharing from the profit you make during your challenge phases. So when you are taking your challenge, you can also get 15% profit share, but the rule is that you have to make 5% of your capital when you get funded. So for example, now let's say you get a $15,000 account with FundedNext, doing whether it is the evaluation or the Stellar Challenge. Once you're able to make 5% when you get funded, so that is $750 ready for payout. You are eligible for 15% of your challenge profits, and the challenge profit for 15K accounts is sorry, 8% is 1,2, then 5% is 750. That is 15% of 1,950. That is what you'll be getting. So let's calculate it now. So if you get your 15K account, you pass your phase one, you pass your phase two, and you get the funded account, you are eligible for 5% of that profit you made during the challenge. Oh, sorry, 15%. So this is 0.15 times 1,950. This gives you two. So you get extra $292.5 plus the initial $600 profit. Remember, you are getting 80%. 80% of 750. I'm using 5% as an example, is 600 if I'm not mistaken. What's this thing doing now? 0.8 times 750 should be 600. I'm correct. So 600 plus the, what's doing this one now? 600 plus the initial 292.5. 292.5. That should give you 892.5. So that is the total profit you will get from your first profit split if you get a $15,000 account. You get a $15,000 account with them and you pass phase one, phase two, and you're able to get 5% profit in your funded account after 30 days. You're going to be getting $892.5 plus the initial 119 that you bought the account for. So that is a total of $1,011 if you're able to make 5% profit from your funded account on a $15,000 account. Your first payout will be $1,011.5 if you make exactly 750, which is 5% of $15,000 account. Do you understand now? That is that area. So calculating the payout, you already know what to expect to be able to be eligible for this. Then their challenge is no time limit. Everything is no time limit and it's balance based. That is another advantage over a lot of other prop firms. Their challenges are balance based drawdown. It is not equity based. It is not equity based, it's balance based, and they trade on MT4 and MT5 because it is in-house technology, as you can see. It is in-house technology, so they don't have any issue with MetaTrader or whatever. Do you understand? So that is that. So this is where we get into full details of the challenge type. So they have evaluation, they have express, and they have stellar. Now, what is the difference between the three? So the difference between the three is clear here, but we'll go further when we go down into this area. But let me just give you a summary. For evaluation, evaluation has time limits. Evaluation has time limits. Stellar has no time limit. That is one major difference. Evaluation has time limits. Stellar has no time limit. Evaluation is cheaper. Stellar is more expensive than evaluation. Then for Express, Express is also a different challenge on its own. The target is 25%. Target is 25%, and it is 60% profit split from the beginning. But the only difference is that you get to split profits every month till you hit the target. I will explain further when we go down. So that is just the three major ones. And they just added another one, which is Stellar Light. I would also explain that also. They just added Stellar Light recently. So I'll be explaining everything, but just know that the major difference, evaluation has time limits. So if you are trying to buy, don't rush. If you know that you can work with time limits, buy the evaluation, it is cheaper. Stellar has no time limit, but it is the same kind of package. The only difference is the time limit. Then Express is a different plan on its own. The target is 25% with no time limit. But every 30 days, you get a profit split from any profits that you make. I think it's 15% or so. I'll confirm when we get down into the rules. So let's go into the challenge now. So the challenge is here. So these are the kind of accounts that they have. So let me start with evaluation so that you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. To be able to understand. So this swap and swap free is for people that hold overnight trades and weekend trades majorly. So if you are doing a swap free account, if you hold trade overnight, there will be no charges on it. There will be no charges on it if you are holding trades overnight or over the weekend. But for swap accounts, they will take charges for every trade you hold overnight. There will be a charges charged on your account for every trade you hold overnight. So I believe that should be clear now. So for evaluation, as you can see, evaluation has targets. Phase 1, you must pass it in 4 weeks. Then phase 2, you must pass it in 8 weeks. That means you must make 8%. You must make 10%. It's even 10%. Wow, I thought it was 8%. That is why the profit split is more. No wonder. So you must make 10%. You see how complicated this is. It is only for traders that are sure of themselves. So you have to make 10% in 4 weeks. For evaluation now, you must make 10% in 4 weeks and 5% in 8 weeks. And minimum trading days is 5 days. And the commission is $3 per lot size. Do you understand now? But they accept news trading, weekend holding, they accept EA, they accept trade copiers. And if you fail the account, when you try to buy it again, they will give you a 10%. Sorry, they'll give you a 10% discount. So this is the price for 6K accounts is for $49, 15K is for $99, 25K is for $199, 50K is for $299, 100K is for $549, and 200K is for $999. That is for the evaluation. I can get profit split of up to 95% in the long run once you keep scaling up and getting paid. The drawdown is balance based. The maximum daily loss is still 5%. Overall is still 10%. And like I explained before, the 15% rule. Do you understand? They are not the only firm, by the way. They are not the only firm that offers this. Consummate traders offer this too. They offer 15% profit sharing too. So it's not only FundedNext, by the way, but then their own is the best because it is 5%. The target to eat and get the 15% profit is just 5% of your funded accounts. When you get funded, just make 5% profit and you'll be eligible for this. So they will add it to your payouts, including the initial capital that you paid to take the challenge. So you get everything all together with your first payout after 30 days of getting funded. I already explained this. So the next one is the Stellar Challenge. We already know about this. Two-step is the best actually and the most popular. So I will explain the two-step also. So this is what we calculated before for the 15K, but let me go down. So the profit target under Stellar Challenge is 8% for phase 1, 5% for phase 2, and there's no time limit. It has no time limit and it is balance based. It is balance based, which means that it is not equity based. It does not move. It is static. So any amount, let's say you start the day with $15,000, your daily drawdown is 5% of that $15,000. But for when it is equity based, if you're on a loss, for example, let's say you are running a trade. So this is where it gets dicey. Let me explain and break it down. So let's say you have a $15K account. You understand, and your daily drawdown is 5% normally. and heading into the next day, you are holding a trade overnight, and the trade was on a loss of, let's say, $500 or $450, which is 3% of your account. So let's say you now enter the next day with 14,550. Your drawdown will be calculated based on that 14,550 and not your initial capital of 15,000. Do you understand now? So if you eventually lose that day, and the 5% now will be calculated based on your 14,550 and not the initial balance of 15K. Do you get? So let's say you now enter the next day and you now lose up to like 14K or something. You've already lost the account. Do you get? But if it is balance based, it won't, your drawdown limit will be 750, which is the actual 5% for your account. But your drawdown reduces if it is equity based. It is very straightforward. That is why I prefer balance-based drawdown, because it is static. You already calculate it in your head that today I must not lose 750. 5% of this is 300. I'll say I must not lose 350, 300 every day, and I must not lose 600 overall. But when it is equity-based, it gets complicated because it's calculated based on your equity entering into that day. Do you get now? So it is not static, but for balance based, it is static, which makes it better than equity based drawdown. That lot size. And another thing again is that a fundedness commission is one of the lowest in the industry. It is one of the lowest, if not the lowest, in the industry, the prop firm industry generally. It is one of the lowest, except for some firms that does not take commissions. I think some new firms now are not taking commissions per trade or per lot size, but for those that take, I think FundedNext has one of the lowest commissions per lot size. It is one of the best, and you can get up to 95% profit split in the long run. You can trade news, you can trade hold for weekends, you can do weekend advisor, that is EA for trade copiers. You can, and if you fail, you can reset. So now back to the price. The price is also one of the best in the market generally, considering the value you are getting. That 15% challenge phase profit split also. So for 6K is for $59, 15K is for $119, 25K is for $199, 50K is for $299, 100K is for $519, and 200K is for $999. And the highest you can buy with FundedNext is $300,000 as a funded account. So combined accounts that you can have together with them is $300,000, except you now scale up from there. But to buy, pass the challenge and get funded, the maximum you can have is $300,000 as a funded account. But you can scale up more than that in the long run. Do you get? But the maximum you can have with them is $300,000. So if you are planning to get $300,000 with them, that means you can buy 50, 100, 50, 100, or 50, 50, 200. You can't buy 50, 100, 200 because it is more than $300,000. I do hope you understand. So if you start with 6K and you buy 50K and you buy 100K, you can't buy 200 again. You have to buy 100 to balance it at 256. Do you get? So that is how that part works. You can't buy and have a funded account of more than $300,000 combined. I already talked about this. The guaranteed payout within 24 hours is being very verified. That one is certain. You get paid within 24 hours, no story. So that is for two-step accounts. Phase one, 8%, phase two, 5%. And for their one step, their maximum daily drawdown for one step is 3%, and overall is 6%. This is for traders that are very certain about themselves, and your profit target is 10%. You must make 10% profit, and you also get profit splits You also get profit split too. If you make 5%, once you get funded, you also get profit split. It is that straightforward. And the price is cheaper also compared to the two-phase account. And first payout is in 5 days. You get paid every 5 days. That is the advantage of taking the one-step challenge. The only hard part is getting funded. The payout is every 5 days for their one-phase account. You get paid every 5 days. You get paid every 5 days. They accept trade copiers and they refund you if you pass also. They refund you if you pass also. It is more expensive than two-phase, like I explained before. But then it is only for traders that are sure of themselves. You need to make 10%. You need to make 10% just one time. There's no two-phase. You need to just make 10% at once. So if you are trying to take this kind of challenge, I usually advise people to take bigger accounts like this so that your daily drawdown is high. For example, now if you are taking this kind of trade, now if you are taking an 100K $1,000 account for a one-phase account, your daily limit is 3,000. So if you are managing your risks properly and you know what you are doing, you should be able to hold the account and not blow it. So that means you have $3,000 daily drawdown and $6,000 overall drawdown. And if it is a 200K account, normally if I wanted to like do something like this, that I want to get paid like every 5 days, and I'm sure of myself, I can easily just decide I want to get the 100K or $200,000 account. They're actually the best for this kind of plan. So every 5 days, you just need to make 1%. 1% is $1,000. For this is $2,000. If I'm doing that every 5 days, I'm good. Do you understand? So it makes more sense when you get a bigger account from like 25, 50, 100, 200 for this kind of challenge, because it can be very boring with a 6K or 15K account, because the daily drawdown for a 6K account is $180 and overall is still $360, and you need to make $600 to be eligible. Do you understand? For this now, you need to make $10,000, quite all right, but you have the opportunity to take trades and have a daily drawdown of 3,000 daily and 6,000 overall, which makes more sense to me if I'm thinking big. Do you understand? Now, if I'm thinking big, it makes more sense to me. And the minimum trading days is 2. So out of the 5, even when you get funded, the minimum trading days is still 2. So out of the 5 business days, you must trade at least 2 days out of the 5 days to be eligible for payout. And the leverage is 1 to 30. You can still get profit split up to 95%. So I actually like this. I like this plan actually. And for a 6K account is for $65, 15K is for $129, 25K is for $219, 50K is for $329, 100K is for $569, 200K is for $1,099. So even if you want to take it, it might take you time to pass. You can take 3 months, you can take 4 months. You can decide I want to make 2% per month or 2.5% per month just to be safe. You can decide I want to do 3% per month or pass it in 3 months. Do you understand? Or do 2.5% for 4 months. And after that, you get paid every 5 days. So that builds your consistency, and you can decide to do 1% every month. Sorry, every 5 days, or 0.5%. 0.5% of this is $1,000. 0.5% of this is $500. So if you are doing $500 every 5 days, that's within a month, you will do $2,000, which is not bad. If you want to do 0.5% every 5 days, if it's 1% every 5 days, that's $1,000 every week. It's literally a weekly salary. That is why I like this plan. It's literally a weekly salary. It is not an add-on. It is automatic. You get paid every 5 days. So that's for the 1-step and the 2-step challenge. Then what else? Then the express. So express is basically what I was saying before, that you need to make 25%, but it is no time limit. The minimum trading days is 10, but it is cheaper. it is cheaper than the it is cheaper than the Stellar Challenge. Express is cheaper than the Stellar Challenge because the target is more. So for this, you need to make 25% profit. So this is it. At FundedNext can get funded by reaching a small profit target. Don't mind them. 25% is not small. It's not small at all. Sorry. So if you sign up for a 15K, your profit target will be 10%. So if you sign up for a two-step, that is for one step. Two-step is 8%, but for evaluation is different because you have to make 25%. You have to make 25%. Every other thing is the same, but you can't trade news. This is one big disadvantage left to me. This is one big disadvantage if you are taking this express trade. You can't take news trading with it. You can't take news trading with it. They accept it on every other challenge except express. And you can't hold trade for weekends too under this express challenge, but they accept EA, they accept trade copiers. And if you fail, you get 20% reset discount to start again. But you can't take news, you can't hold for weekends. That is a big disadvantage in my own opinion. But the only thing is that the profit split you get is higher. Imagine getting 562.5 after passing the challenge. The maximum daily and overall is still the same. Do you get now? I already explained this already. I already explained this. This one is just that like consistency rule is that the strategy you use to pass phase one, phase two is what you should continue in your funded account. But for this, it doesn't matter. You can use any strategy that you like, both for passing and not passing. It doesn't concern them. And okay, there's something, the price is different though. So this one accept non-consistency accepts weekend, but they don't accept news. I still don't really like it like that. But then the price is different, as you can see. Price is different. Price is different. But then the target is 25% overall. This one teaches you patience. Teaches you patience. Like it's for very patient people that just want to flex and chill with their account. Do you get? Then they just introduce the stellar lights, which is what I want to even explain very well. So for the stellar lights, is the cheapest. It is the cheapest, almost the cheapest in the market, entire profit market for this kind of package. It is one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, in the market for this amount. It is one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest in the market. So for a $5K account, you get it for $32. It is the cheapest in the market. There's nothing, there's no prop firm that offers a lesser amount for this. At this kind of firm that is very trustworthy. This is the cheapest you get from any firm. You just introduce it to accommodate more people. They did not have a $5K account before. So they start with 5K for $32. So they are trying to like give people a better opportunity to join their challenge. For a $10K account, you can get it for $59 instead of 82, 80, 199 with most firms. You get it for $59. And for the $25,000 account, you get it for $139, which is the cheapest in the market. So if I was to go and advise anyone to get an account, it should be between these three. They are so cost effective. $59 for $10K account is very cheap, very, very cheap. Same applies for 139. It is very cost effective. They're now getting a $50K for 229 is very cheap. And they accept news trading, weekend holding, EA, trade copiers, they accept everything. Leverage is good, 1 to 100. But the profit split is 80% flat. There's no increase for this one. Is 80% flat till forever. As long as your funded account is there, it is 80% till forever. Minimum trading days is 5 days. You must trade at least 5 days before you can be eligible to get another account. And another downside, I won't call it a downside though, is that the daily drawdown is 4% and the overall drawdown is 8%. So for this now, as an example, that means your daily drawdown is 200, overall is 400, daily is 400, overall is 800, daily is 1,000, overall is 2,000, then daily should be 2,000, overall is $4,000. That's the limit that you can hold for this account. And the profit target is small also. The phase one is 8%, phase two is 4%, which makes it even much easier for you to pass this challenge. But one thing I noticed is that I don't think they offer that 15% profit split for the stellar light. So they don't, I'm not sure they offer it. I've not really confirmed yet, but I don't think they offer. If they were offering it, they will have added it here. They are not offering that $15, 15% profit split unlike the Stellar Challenge. That is one of the reasons why it is very cheap. They are not offering it for this package. I'm not sure they do. But if they do, they did not make it clear here. So I'm not sure they do. I'm not sure they do. But then this looks like a fair challenge for anybody, especially if you don't really have much capital. So with $59, you can get a $10K account. This makes a very good sense. Actually love this Stellar Light a lot, but the maximum you can get for this is $50,000. So you can easily get a 50K for this or $250K for this, then get Stellar of another 100 or 200. You can always diversify. But I trust FundedNext a lot to a significant extent, at least for now. At least for now, I trust them to an extent. They have very, very good plans. Then the next one is going into the rules. So like I said, I will review the challenge, their payouts, and the rules. So one thing I normally go to, so I need to get full details. So if you want to get full details, you can also go here for better understanding. So all these things are what I've already explained. I've already explained all of this. What rules you need to follow is clear. The daily drawdown is 4, overall is 8. Do you understand? All these things I've already made clear. So for fundedness, they allow copy trading within your account. So if you own an account with them and you have multiple accounts, you can copy trade. So let's say I have 4 accounts with FundedNext and I want to take a trade on GBP USD, a buy on GBP USD. I can buy on my 4 accounts and I will not have any issues. But it's not the same with some prop firms. It's not the same with some prop firms. So if I have multiple accounts with them, I can take the same trades on all of them without having fear or anything. And for this one too is also clear. You shouldn't be changing IP address, which means that if you are the kind of person that uses Wi-Fi or VPN, be very careful because you might have issues. So they recommend that you use a single device with a unique IP address during all your trades. So VPN and VPS service can be complicated. They accept EA and indicators. They accept it. Then for this one is general. I'll click here now to show you. These are the general strategies that FundedNext restricts, that they do not accept. So if you do any of those things, they can breach your account. So I'll be showing you and explaining it to you. So for this abuse of the system, this one is just basic. You must not, they don't allow you to give your account to someone else to pass. If you do that, they will breach the account, so they catch you. As you can see, pass your challenge, copy trading, signal services, they will breach your account. If there are multiple accounts trading the same thing, they will breach the account. Then they don't accept high frequency trading. High frequency trading is basically when you are taking too many positions at the same time, like a bot. So it's like taking 8, 10, 11, 12, 15, 20 positions within few seconds or few minutes. If you are doing this, they will flag your account. As you can see, an HFT trader places a series of within milliseconds. So if you are doing this, they will breach your account. So latency trading is when you execute based on delayed market data. This usually happens during the opening of the market and closing area of the market. This usually happens a lot. So if you are the kind of trader that exploits this, they can breach your account. Then copy trading from others, I did explain. If copy trading from multiple accounts not owned by the same is not allowed, whether you are a relative or family member or friend, they made it very clear. So you can't be trading the same thing. If you are copy trading, you can't copy trade with people. So how this works is that normally they know that people can analyze and can get the same buyers. Do you understand? But when most of your trade, this is the perks about the copy trading rule. If most of your trade, more than 50% of your trades are the same entry, same stop loss, same take profits. If more than 50% of it is the same, they can breach your account. But if it is like 10% or 5% or 15% or 20%, it can still be overlooked because when it comes to the market, a lot of traders can see the same thing in the market. But when a whole chunk of your trades are the same, entry, TP, stop loss are the same, then you usually tend to have issues in the long run. Do you understand? Then hedging is allowed under the same account, but it's not allowed under multiple accounts. For example, now if you have 2 accounts, you are not allowed to place edge entry. And how does this explain? So let's say you have 2 accounts and you buy on one. If you now sell on the other one, you're already placing edging across various accounts, and they can breach your account because of that. Do you understand? So whether you're an individual or you're a group of people practicing it, they can breach your account. But if it is on the same account, you are buying and selling at the same time, it is allowed on the same account. It is allowed on the same account, but it is not allowed on multiple accounts. So you can buy and sell on one account. Let's say you buy and the trade is selling. You can still sell and leave your buy trades. Do you understand? You can still sell and leave your buy trades. You won't have issues. They won't breach your account. But if you have 2 accounts and you buy on one and you sell on one, then you'll have issues. I believe that should be very clear. It's still similar to arbitrage trading. It's still the same thing. Then tick scalping is when you are taking profit fast on multiple trades. That is manipulation. As you can see, executing it at light speed. Do you get? Tick scalping is not accepted. Then grid trading is also not accepted. Just go there and you can read extensively on this. Most of this is usually over leveraging. Grid is when you're opening multiple accounts over each other. Do you get? By buying and sell at the same time. That is grid trading. So let's say you want to enter an Euro USD trade and you buy and sell at the same time in a volatile market just to catch profits in the long run. They can breach your account because of it. Then this one is one funny rule, but I don't know why they decided to put this. So this rule is basically when you are always buying or always selling without this is very complicated rule, which means that on your account, at least you must have buys and sell. You shouldn't just be selling, or buying. Do you understand? That is basically what they are trying to do here because they believe that the market goes up and down. So it shouldn't be a one-sided bet. Do you get? Then this account sharing is basically giving your accounts for people to trade for you. Once they catch you, your account is gone, they'll breach it. This one was very common last year. it was very common. Like once you once another person trades your account for you, they can breach it if they catch you and you will not get payout. So you just blacklist the account. Hyperactivity when you are trading too much within a short period of time. So this is if you are taking like 200 trades within maybe 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes and you are taking at least 200 trades, you're already hyperactive and they can breach your account. So it refers to modification of orders, adjusting your stop loss or take profits. When you are doing this too much within few seconds, they can breach your account. And there is a soft breach and there is a overall breach. Sorry, hard breach rather. So that is that. So all these things are just basic. So you must not make a mistake. So those are the major rules that you must avoid. That they have been very clear. They made everything very, very clear. They made everything very, very clear. If you go to the rules, you see everything there. So based on what I'm seeing here, I don't think they offer that 15% profit share. Yeah, it's 80% flat. It's 80% flat. And you can get it up to 90%. Wow, this is good. You can get your profit up to 90% in the long run. So this is really good. It's really good for the Stellar Challenge. It's really very good. I'm trying to look for anything that I've not explained before. Everything I've explained everything. I've explained everything. Here is the express, yes, that I need to like clarify so that you understand. So this is what I was saying, that you get a profit split every 4 weeks, whether you reach the 25% or not. So let's say you begin the account with 100K and the target is 25%. So let's say after a month, you make $15,000 within 4 weeks. You will get a profit share of 15% from that $15,000 first of all. You get, so that's 2,250. So you get 15% from it until you reach your 25% target. So once you get another 10K, you will get, so in the next month, let's say you now make 10K, which is the remaining 10% of the 25%, you still get the 15% profit share from that amount to get the overall. Then after you get that, you will get 60% profit share on your first withdrawal, then 75 on your second withdrawal, and 90% on your third withdrawal. After the challenge, you don't have after the challenge, you don't have what do they call it now? After the challenge, you don't have any target again. You don't have any target again, but first month you get 60%, and the cycle is 30 days. It's 30 days for all this. It's 30 days. Do you understand? So this one too is also clear. It's for people that they don't have the mind to take the bigger risk and you want to like see how it goes. Do you understand? So you get 15% from your challenge phase. So even if it's 5% you make within the first one, they will give you 15% of that profit that you make. So let's say you take this $100K account now and you make $1,000 in the first one, they will give you 15% of the $1,000, which is $150. And by the second month, you make another $1,000 and still give you 15% of it until you get that 25% target. Do you understand? So this one too is also very clear. So, but unlike the other challenge, the stellar, the evaluation, the stellar light, this is one major difference I need to understand, is that for you to be eligible for those ones, you have to pass the 2 challenge and also get 5% profit when you get funded. But for this, you don't necessarily need to get funded before you get the 15% profit split. Do you understand now? So I believe that area is clear. I think I'm done with the rules. Then the other thing is that as a Nigerian, you can sign up, you can get paid, and you can pay for your challenge with your Naira MasterCard or bank transfer. They have a payment platform specifically for Nigerians. So after signing up, for you to sign up, you just need to click client area, then you log in or register. If you have an account with them, you log in. If you don't, you register. You can also buy accounts directly from here. So let's say I want to buy this $10,000 account, I'll click start challenge. So they'll still offer a MetaTrader, as you can see. So if I want this extra add-on, we pay extra. So if I want lifetime, extra 30%, the price will change. If I want bi-weekly payouts, the price will change. So this 95% profit split means that I will get 95% profit for life for every payout that I get with that account. So I like that also. I prefer monthly. I don't really like bi-weekly. For monthly, I get more payouts. Do you understand? If you don't want lifetime, you can remove it. You can remove this to go back to the initial 59 for $10K account. Then you click next and you proceed from there. So once you put in your necessary details, to take you to the payments platform. So after this, after putting all this, it will take you to the payment platform. I can decide how you want to pay, whether you want to pay with dollars or you want to pay with, sorry, whether you want to pay with USDT, LTC, BTC, or bank transfer. Every option you find it there is in English and is very clear. So I think that is that regarding FundedNext review. They are one of the best firms available for now, and I trust them a lot to a significant extent. So I believe I've covered almost everything that you need to know about FundedNext, their challenges and their rules and their payouts. So if you would like to get an account with them, you can get it with them without stress. Just go to their website, register. I am not an affiliate. I am not an affiliate with them. This is just an honest review regarding FundedNext, and I like everything about them. It is well organized and well structured. So I'll be in the next set of videos, I'll be reviewing other prop firms too. My name is Olanrewaju Ekelaribi, and I'm also known as the Eminent Trader. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and also subscribe to my channel. There are so many knowledge embedded in that channel. Whether you're a newbie, whether you're an amateur, whether you're a professional, you will get so much value and knowledge on my channel. So I think that will be all for now. See you in my next video. Thank you and God bless.